From Coors Field in Denver, we've got baseball on this Wednesday night. We wrap up this quick two-game interleague series between the Boston Red Sox and the Colorado Rockies. It's Rockies baseball next on the show. Casey Vasquez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that throws, I call it a sweeper. It's kind of it's a hybrid between a slider and a curveball. It's a big sweeping breaking ball. And if he has a good one, you'll see lots of swings and misses early on.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Andrew Benintendi.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we are underway tonight in Denver as the first pitch is looked at for ball one. Now, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, this is a tough place to come in and play. The home team's they play pretty well here. They got their fans excited about last night's W. Let's see if they can complete the sweep today.
You know, you always want to you want to get greedy, D-Row, when you win the first game of a two-game set, particularly when you're playing at home. And this team is a really good home team, so the odds are in their favor that they've got a good chance to pull off this sweep.
2-1 now to the Boston leadoff hitter. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. And that misses, ball 4. So not the start he was looking for tonight as he walks the leadoff hitter on 5 pitches.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Digging in, Mookie Betts. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First offering on its way. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Benintendi gets his lead at first, nobody out. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he lays off for ball 1. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Row, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
Now the 2-1 pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Softly hit here to the left side. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft flyer, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
From the stretch, just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. None out, runners at first and second. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
1-1 home. Ground ball to second. This could be two. One there. On the first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Xander Bogaerts. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues.
And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. In just a sec as this ball is driven into the outfield. This should score one, maybe two.
Definitely a solid way to start the game offensively. It always feels great to jump out to a 1-0 lead in the first inning, but now they've got a chance to really set the tone. Two more runners in scoring position that they obviously don't want to leave out.
Standing in, Chris Taylor, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
He's set and the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Hampson right there. Throw gets him, 2 down. But one's all they get as the run scores.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Into the box now, Dustin Pedroia, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. 0-1. And it's 1-1. A man on third with 2 down. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Waiting on it is Dahl, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Red Sox 2, the Rockies coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Eduardo Rodriguez is on the mound for game 2. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rockies, the center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. Little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Full count to enter Inciarte. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. He'll throw down to first, 1 away. With that, here's a look at the Rockies lineup card for this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Yeah, keep an eye on Charlie Blackmon. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and up steps Garrett Hampson to bat. First offering on its way. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Martinez has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. So striding in, Charlie Blackmon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. Blackmon, or Chuck Nasty as he's commonly referred to. He was taken in the 2nd round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. They're still down. It's 2-0. Here's Steve Pearce now. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. That misses, 2-0.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the 1st inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the 2nd. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
2-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now.
He walked the guy back in the 1st, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
The 3-0. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the 2nd.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes ball 1.
Well, this 2nd inning is not starting out any better than the 1st was. He just might not have it in this one.
A 1-1 count now to Vasquez.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a breaking ball in off the plate.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Ball even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Pierce aboard here at first with nobody out. Full count still. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Now to the plate is the Red Sox pitcher, Eduardo Rodriguez. Here's the first pitch to him. And they indeed want the pitcher to move his runners as he puts this one down. There's one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrew Benintendi. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
The 0-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Runners are at first and third, one away. To 2-2 now.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
And now the count is full for the Boston center fielder.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Line toward right center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
Here's Mookie Betts. And this is off the glove of Iannetta. It gets away. So now two men in scoring position.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
Second and third here, one man out. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars.
Loud contact by Mookie and a ball carrying well to left field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he's safe.
What a great piece of hitting here as he took a big swing at that one. Almost got it out of here for a 3-run blast, but he'll be happy with a 2-run double as well.
Yeah, he's not happy either way, but I'm sure the man on the mound is more than a bit relieved that that hit didn't turn into something worse. Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Adrian Vizcaino is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway.
Adrian Vizcaino.
Here's J.D. Martinez as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys, because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. One-oh count. Here it is. Line to the right side. And the Sox keep pouring it on. This is extra bases as well, as he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Now at the plate, Chris Taylor. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch to the left side, but it's well foul. Four runs here in this half inning. Taylor behind, 0-2 the count.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Boston's out in front, 6-0. Here's Nolan Arenado. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
First pitch on its way. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Arenado swings, and this one is crushed out to left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Nolan Arenado touches them all. 29 home runs for him on the year, and they're on the board at 6-1.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He went deep last night twice. First pitch coming. Here it is. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. Rodriguez has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
This one's down to third. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5 fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the right-handed big-time power bat of Mark Reynolds. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And here's a swing and a miss as they jump ahead of Reynolds here. 0-2. The pitch. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Hit out towards second. Pedroia fields it cleanly. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Rocky strike for 1 on the homer by Arenado. We've played 2. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Rockies 1. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now at the plate, Dustin Pedroia. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
3-1. The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
The first baseman, number 25, Steve.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Steve Pearce. He drew a walk his first time up. First offering on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Aboard at first is Pedroia here with nobody out. Two balls and no strikes.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
The count now at 2-1. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, the catcher, Christian.
Stepping into the box, Christian Vasquez reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now the double steal is on here. Blackman is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting, the pitcher, Eduardo Rodriguez.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Eduardo Rodriguez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set. Here it comes. And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. To second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
The center fielder.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. First delivery to him on the way. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time. The 1-1. And this is low, but Ionetta is able to prevent it from getting away. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Count even at 2-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Boston strands a couple. They lead it 6-1.
The Rockies are due to hit in the third, and they're looking to get some momentum going with the bats. This is a group that has had trouble doing so all season long. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch on its way. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. He's safe. A great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. The pitcher, Adrian Vizcaino, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch of the at-bat, showing bunt here, but he takes ball one.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
And he pulls back the bunt attempt. 2-0.
2-0. Might get the take sign here until he sees a strike. He's not known to be a very good hitting pitcher.
Tries to get the bunt down here, but this is foul, and we'll see if he tries it again. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The center fielder.
Now at the plate, Ender Inciarte. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Grounded to the right. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Hey, there's a base hit right there on a changeup. Maybe not a good idea to throw this guy back-to-back changeups.
Yeah, he seemed to be timing that first one. He let the first one go by, Dan. He was not going to let the second one go by. Nice job right there staying through that baseball.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. And this will be taken by Pedroia for out number 2. So runners at the corners with 2 gone. And into bat next, the big-time RBI man, Charlie Blackmon. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 2 left for Colorado. They trail 6-1. Ready once again, Mookie Betts. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
The 1-1. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Line, but speared on a hop. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. And they're out of run of numbers for the Colorado starting pitcher. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Nope.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Swung on and missed on a pitch at the thumbs. A ball and a strike. 6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now the 2-1. Taken, strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Xander Bogaerts will be next. 1 out, nobody on. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Ranging back is Inciarte. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox 4th. And that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. First pitch coming. Here it is. 0-1 the count. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and look out as they brush him back here. It's ball 1.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Here he comes again. 1-2. Ripped down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Here's another 2-2. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Hit out towards second. Hampson moving to his right. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Leading off the inning, Nolan Arenado, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw right down the middle of the plate.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. And it looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 home. The count now at 2-2. Soft liner to the right side. Throw by Pedroia will be in time, and there's your first out. Time now for the Red Sox. Road to the show report as we get a look at 2 guys making some noise in the upper minors. Is empty here with 1 away, and in to hit next the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Here comes the first pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. Over to the first baseman Pierce, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Mark Reynolds. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball 1-0. 1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman. Reynolds, a veteran at 35 years of age. He was a 16th round selection back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
1 run on 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. David Dahl would be next. The 3-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another full count pitch on its way. Grounded to third. Taylor has it. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Digging in once again, Chris Taylor 0 for 2 for him to this point.
The third baseman, number 3, Chris
Here
Taylor.
comes the first pitch. Well, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike one. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Fastball well outside. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. The 2-1 home is laid off him for ball number 3.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
The batter, number 50, second baseman.
There's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. Now the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
No balls and 1 strike. Ready with the 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Taylor on at first, nobody out. A swing and a shot hit down the corner and foul, though it had the home run distance. Here's a look over to first, and he's back easily. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that can throw towards home plate.
And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Stepping up now, Steve Pearce. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Matty. He's allowed a couple of runners to reach here in the inning, and the command just doesn't seem to be there anymore. I got to think they're going to turn to a bullpen option very soon, if not right away.
After it is Blackman, and that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
And not to take any credit away from the hitter on this RBI base knock, but I think it's clear this reliever is running on empty at this point. We were just discussing it, and now he serves up a good pitch to hit. He's given a good effort out there, but he's worked harder than he's used to, and I don't think he has anything left.
Stepping in now, Christian Vasquez, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. The 0-1 pitch.
That's the ball.
And there's ball one.
You got to love that as a hitter right there. It doesn't happen much, but when it does, you have to find a way to take advantage of the count.
A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. And this one goes right by Iannetta through to the backstop. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. The 2-2 will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Runners at second and third here. Nobody out. He'll try it again. 3-2. Line towards center field. Inciarte is there. Let's see if they try it. And neither runner will be able to move up. And it's a wasted chance with 1 out in the inning now.
The pitcher, Eduardo Rodriguez.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Eduardo Rodriguez. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. One and 1 to the Boston pitcher. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. The 1-2 sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
I don't know if that was discipline or whether he's just not swinging the bat at all, but hey, at least he's making the pitcher throw a few more pitches.
The 2-2. This one's blooped out toward right center field, and that's in there. Base hit. Now the throw comes in to hold that second runner at third, so they're at the corners now with still only 1 away. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had 1 in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that 1 hit.
Into the box, Andrew Benintendi. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. A 1-0 pitch on the way. In there, and it's even at 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Inciarte has it in his sights. 2 down. And even with 2 away now, that ball just didn't get out there deep enough, so they'll hold him at third base.
The right fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Mookie Betts. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. To third. Arenado has it, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Red Sox are out in front 8-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The left fielder, David.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he will make it there as the Rockies are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
Hey, after that hit right there, Hero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Striding in for the Rockies, Chris Iannetta. To the at-bat. Popped him up. Bogarts is there for it. He's got it 1 away. Ian Desmond will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 20, Ian.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. 0-1 pitch on its way. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
Fouled off. Dahl, the runner at second with 1 away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Benintendi is there. 2 gone. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Ender Inciarte. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. 2 out here and a runner at second. A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. Two and 1.
Yep, that ball went out.
And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Taylor is there, and the side is retired. Rockies strand 1. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Mike Dunn gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Coming to the plate now, J.D. Martinez. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 37 on the year as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now batting, shortstop, Xander.
Into the box now, Xander Bogaerts. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Story brings it in on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman.
So coming to the plate, Chris Taylor. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. From the stretch. Ball 1. High that time with the slider taken for a ball.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He's set, and the payoff pitch. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Ready for another chance? Dustin Pedroia. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First pitch on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Chasing after it is Inciarte. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Steve Pearce. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
The 0-1. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman. Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2 is looked at for ball 3.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Count still full, 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time, and that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
So striding forward now, Christian Vasquez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
First delivery to him on the way.
No, that's down.
First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer. If he puts somebody else on, we'll see if he can find it.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Fouled away. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Looking up is Inciarte. It's off the rocks and gone. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. 4th home run for him on the season as they just continue to pour it on here.
You think it's easy to be a pitcher at this level? Well, when the number 8 hitter takes you deep, you know there's no such thing as an easy out.
The batter, the pitcher,
In now, Eduardo Rodriguez, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Story's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Red Sox 12 and the Rockies 1. In now for Colorado, Garrett Hampson. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
And it's fouled away. Ball 1, well below the zone. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the
right
offense
fielder,
that we saw
number
yesterday.
19.
They were looking like the
Charlie.
27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already. So he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Benintendi will range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Next for Colorado.
So here's the
third
cleanup
baseman,
hitter, Nolan
Nolan.
Arenado. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Line drive to center field. Benintendi will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. Welcome back to Coors Field here in Denver. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Jake McGee enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 51, Jake McGee.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Andrew Benintendi. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Benintendi.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball well outside. The 1-0 home is a ball down and away.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Three and 0 now.
No strike.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
The 3-0 pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
So stepping in, Mookie Betts. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Count even now at 1-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
batter, the left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Stepping in, J.D. Martinez. His individual history against Jake McGee. He's got a 3-for-5 line. He also has 1 home run. First pitch on its way. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside. Benintendi on second. Betts on at first with nobody out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit the other way out toward right field. Blackman is under it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read
Now
there
batting.
at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Into the box, Xander Bogaerts. And their runners at the corners now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runner back standing. Is low, but Ionetta is able to prevent it from getting away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will wind up kicking off the wall near the 350 sign. He's in at second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Taylor. No hits to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 1 out and a runner on second base.
Come on now, let's go.
1 and 2 now as that's in there at the knees.
1 and 2.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knees. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
Digging in, Dustin Pedroia. His individual history against Jake McGee. He's 1 for 5. McGee's ready. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Story over to his right, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Stretch time coming up here in Denver. The Red Sox on top, 14-1. Digging in, Trevor Story, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
The next 3-2. Count remains full. Once again, a 3-2. Another one sent foul.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing a starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Another payoff pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
One down. At the plate, Mark Reynolds. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. The windup and the 0-1. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds it 0-2. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Standing in now, David Dahl. He swings and grounds it to short, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, that was 8 straight up until that base hit right there. Let's see if the offense gets something rolling now.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 games so far. Now the 1-0. Pitch is popped up, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1 left for Colorado, and they remain well behind. Now batting, Steve Pearce. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch here is softly hit down the line to third. Throw bounces up to him at the bag, and he's able to cover up and hang on. Not the most fluid play, but he's out nonetheless. Digging in and looking for more, Christian Vasquez. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance. Now here it comes. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Hampson comes up with it on to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs.
The pitcher.
At the plate, Eduardo Rodriguez. He flew out in his last at bat. McGee comes set. First pitch on its way. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. Ball 1.
Going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Alex Claudio is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 58, Alex Claudio.
Raimel Tapia will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. It's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 coming. Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Man, this at bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. The 2-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Betts has a read on it. He's got it one away. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
He's set and the pitch.
Ball one.
Too low, 1-0.
Count 1-0.
Rocky center fielder looking at a 2-0 count now. One out, nobody on. Outside, 3-0 now. Claudio, the former Ranger, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
And, oh, he thought that was ball 4, but it's called a strike. 3-1 now.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
This will be handled by Pedroia at second. And he is in there.
You don't be there as a pitcher. That could be so frustrating. You're off the double there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Stepping in now, Garrett Hampson. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
That's right. Wait for your pitch. That's a ball.
Just missing here, 2-0.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. Oh, he misses it. A struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Standing in, Charlie Blackmon, not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Boy, the Rockies have been looking for that big hit all game long. They haven't been able to come through so far, but now would be the time to come through.
Here's the 0-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Second and third here, 1 man out. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. This will kick up against the wall now. And the throw back in is a wild one, as he arrives at second without a play, as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
You simply cannot offer a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Into the box, Nolan Arenado, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Blackman leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
Stepping in, Trevor Story. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
He's set. Here it comes. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike one. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The 2-1 pitch takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. The 2-2 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. Mark Reynolds would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Trevor Story with a 2-run shot. 24 home runs for him on the season, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
Carson Smith will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Number 39, Carson Smith. First baseman, number 12.
Into the box now. Mark Reynolds hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they score 4 times on 4 base hits, 1 error, and no one left on base. We've played 8 full. Boston's out in front, 14-5. Brian Shaw comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Andrew Benintendi. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Andrew Benintendi.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
In tight with the slider, 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will bang up against the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. In now, Mookie Betts, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Swinging a liner back through the box, and that is through into center field, a base hit.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Into the box now, J.D. Martinez. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1.
1-0.
Benintendi at third. Betts is at second with nobody out. One and one the count now. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
Now the payoff pitch home. Fouled off. A payoff pitch one more time. And this one misses for ball 4. And now that'll load him up here with nobody out.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire
Now
lately,
batting,
hitting anything close. So
shortstop.
I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
At the plate, Xander Bogaerts. His numbers against Brian Shaw. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a drive toward the gap in right center, and that's going to split the alley for extra bases. 1 run scores. Now the relay home. And he's in there safely. As on the play, 3 runs come across to score.
Man, I think I've run out of superlatives to talk about their offensive production in this one. Some teams don't score 17 runs in a 4-game set, let alone in 1 game here. It's been incredible.
Striding into the box, Chris Taylor. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 3 runs already home here. Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Liner towards second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there. You have to hold that deal to make sure that gets down. It isn't cut for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Standing in now, Dustin Pedroia. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
The 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. The second for 1. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
The first baseman, number 25,
Sun Hwan Oh enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 18, Sun Hwan.
Striding in, Steve Pearce. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch on its way. And that misses for ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. And there's ball 3. Oh, a 36-year-old veteran. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. .30 pitch. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Striding in for Boston, Christian Vasquez. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Here it comes, 0-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Red Sox lead it 18-5. Ready for another shot now. David Dahl. He singled his last time up.
The left fielder, David.
Now here's the pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Behind 0-2 now. A pause and the 0-2. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Martinez has a play. 1 down. Stepping into the box, Chris Iannetta. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
A ball and no strikes. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2 balls and a strike. Smith has thrown a little over 50 innings and posts a respectable ERA in the high 3s. Two and two to the Colorado catcher.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo home run for Chris Iannetta. Home run number 9 on the year, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Roll, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 5 homers and 15 RBIs. Comes set with the 0-1. This ball will be chopped foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed. And things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others. But the best ones, forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Into the box, Ender Inciarte, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. Throw on to first, and the Red Sox are going to get out of here with a split in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
18-6 the final in this one this evening. Boston claimed victory by plating a total of 18 runs. Eduardo Rodriguez earned his 9th win of the year. Casey Vasquez struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.